How to not approach girls at the gym.
The fuck is that guy looking at, bro? What a fucking creep. Oh. No, keep staring. This is why I hate men, bro. Oh my god, he's coming here. Look, look, look. Oh my god.
Excuse me.
What do you want? I knew you were gonna come and talk to me. No. Like, what a pervert.
No,
get away from me.
No, I just need to ask if I could use the weight belt.
Yeah, sure. Go get it. Go. And get out of here. Are you coming here to hit on girls? Is that all you do? Is that why you come to the gym? Grub. Hey guys, I didn't want to post this, but I have to show how uncomfortable it is for women to be at the gym because of men. Anyway guys, make sure you subscribe to my for exclusive content.
Once upon a time, the gym was every man's sanctuary, a place to escape the chaos, focus on the grind, and build not just muscle but discipline. The sound of iron hitting the ground, the thud of dumbbells, the rhythmic hum of the treadmill, that was the heartbeat of the gym. But fast forward to today, and something's changed. It's quieter now. Men are disappearing, not because they've lost interest in staying fit, but because the sanctuary has been compromised. Think about it. Gyms were once sacred, places to test your limits and leave with sweat on your brow and pride in your chest. Now, men walk in like they're treading on thin ice, afraid of being labeled, misinterpreted, or caught in the wrong moment. It's not the weights that have gotten heavier. It's the atmosphere. Every side glance feels like a potential accusation. Every moment of focus risks being misunderstood. What was once about personal progress has become a minefield for your peace of mind. And let's not ignore the irony. Men built the gym culture, but now many are walking away from it altogether. So here's the question. What happened? And more importantly, can we ever get the sanctuary back?
My best friend noticed a creep just staring at me while I was working out.
4, 5, 6, 7. Bro, what are you looking at? Like you keep looking, you keep looking in between her legs. Like you're being a creep. You're being a creep. Like stop. You're not even working out. You're not even working out. Like go.
But I'm saying just go somewhere else, please.
Yeah. Like you're being.
If you're just using those dumbbells to just go somewhere else, please. Like you're like just standing right directly in front of us. How we weird.
Here's the truth. Men aren't leaving gyms because they're toxic or some outdated buzzword concocted to shame them. That's lazy, ridiculous, and frankly, a tired narrative. Yet in today's world, women can get away with almost anything, while men are walking on glass. And here's where it gets interesting. Gyms used to be havens, a space where men could grind, push limits, and build both their bodies and minds. Now, they're a battleground of accusations, social tension, and silent side eyes. But let's connect the dots. Gyms are going broke, men are boycotting, and this shift is making modern women lose it. Why? Because when men stop showing up, everything changes. The attention, the validation, the energy, they're all gone. And here's the kicker. Men didn't leave because they stopped caring. They left because the cost, financial, emotional, and reputational, just wasn't worth it anymore. So what's the fallout of this exodus? And why does it strike such a nerve? Stick around. This one's gonna hit home.
I hate this. I hate when there's weirdos. It makes me so uncomfortable. Feral, like fucking feral. There's mirrors everywhere, so it's like you can easily catch people in the act. I want you to watch very carefully. Just watch. There's the 5 as £5. And these are the weights.
Standing there doing a tricep pushdown exercise, and since I can't see, I'm just kind of staring off into space doing my thing. Halfway through a set, I start hearing footsteps that seem like they're coming in my direction, getting closer and closer and closer, until all of a sudden, this woman's right up in my face going, "I didn't come here to be stared at!" Huh? I didn't come here to be stared at! Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm blind, I say to her. Her response? I don't care, stop staring at me! Huh? She storms off and comes back with the manager a couple minutes later. I reach into my wallet and pull out an ID card from the Massachusetts Commission for the Blind and explain to this guy as well, I'm blind.
Imagine this. You step into the gym, earbuds in, mindset ready. You're there to sweat, hit your goals, and build strength. Simple, right? But instead of feeling focused, you're hyper-aware. Every glance feels like a potential landmine, and every movement carries invisible weight. Why? Because apparently, Being a man in the gym is enough to get you labeled a creep. It's not the heavy squats or deadlifts that are uncomfortable. It's the fear of being misunderstood. A viral TikTok trend kicked this all off. Videos of women exposing men they claimed were staring at them. Now, let's be honest. There are bad actors out there. But here's the catch. Most accusations are way off base. Let's be real. Men aren't hitting the gym to socialize. This isn't a salsa class. You know the drill. Guys go to dance classes to get laid, plain and simple. But at the gym, flirting's the last thing on their minds. Most men are focused on their next set, not trying to score phone numbers. They're there to get shredded, not distracted. The irony? Some of these women know exactly what they're doing. Sporting skin-tight outfits, angles perfected, and phones ready to record, all while blaming men for noticing. Here's the thing. Most guys aren't flirting or gawking. They're counting reps, not stealing glances. But the risk of being called out, falsely or not, is enough to make men second-guess everything. Where they look, where they stand, and how long they stay. This new gym dynamic has turned a place of progress into a place of paranoia. Men came to lift weights, not accusations. So what happens next? Are men walking away for good? Take Jessica Fernandez, a fitness influencer who zoomed in on a random guy during her workout and called him a creep. The twist? He was just minding his own business, grinding out his reps like the rest of us. She later admitted she got it wrong, but by then, the damage was done. That poor guy went viral for something he didn't even do. Here's the irony. Society loves to preach the rule of sixes to men. 6 figures, 6 feet tall, and of course, a six-pack abs. But when you hit the gym to build that sculpted frame, suddenly, you're public enemy number one. And the insanity doesn't stop there. In another infamous incident, a man was accused of staring at a woman, only for people to find out he was legally blind. Let that sink in. Look, let's state the obvious. Women absolutely deserve to feel safe and comfortable in gyms. No debate there. But the reality? The overwhelming majority of men, 99.9%, are just there to push weights, not boundaries. Some of those bodies women flaunt for attention? Well, let's just say not everything you see is natural either. The result? Gyms are becoming hostile territory for men who just want to focus on their gains without being labeled creeps or predators. Chivalry didn't just die. Modern culture killed it, buried it, and then blamed men for the funeral. So who really broke gym culture? You decide.
Recently, I've seen a lot of the trend of women in the gym and they're recording and they're being watched by creepy men. As a woman who's been in the gym for quite some time now, probably like 4 years, I can say I've had my fair share of creepy encounters with men. However, sometimes we think these things and we portray these things one way when in reality that's not actually what they are. Remember, the gym is a public space and sometimes people are genuinely just looking out for you.
Let's break this down. Most men hit the gym with clear, honest goals. They're chasing better health, improved strength, or trimming down that stubborn gut that's crept in over time. It's not some fantasy-driven pursuit of flings or validation. It's about becoming a stronger, sharper version of themselves. The gym, for men, is almost sacred. A fortress where personal battles are fought and won. Every rep, every set, every bead of sweat pays tribute to the discipline of self-improvement. It's about commitment, endurance, and pushing through limits that once seemed insurmountable. But let's shift the lens for a moment. Why do women work out? To get fit? Sure. For confidence? Definitely. But it's no secret that certain workouts, let's say glutes and legs, get a lot more attention. Is it a calculated move? Maybe. Women are undeniably aware that the world, and let's be frank, men in particular, are visual creatures. So they train what gets seen. And yet, here's where the contradiction kicks in. A glance that lingers for a second too long becomes a complaint. But isn't the purpose of sculpting certain aesthetics to turn heads? You can't have it both ways. This isn't about questioning motivations. It's about acknowledging a disconnect. For men, the gym is a proving ground of effort and resilience. For some women, it seems to be a stage. The irony is in the outrage, sincere goals distorted by mixed signals. The so-called gym creep narrative has transformed every man in the gym into a suspect. It's no longer innocent until proven guilty. It's the other way around. What used to be a place of focus, self-discipline, and strength building is now overshadowed by paranoia. Men are walking on eggshells, carefully monitoring every glance, every gesture, as if one wrong move will land them on trial for imaginary crimes. Take the case of an average guy. Let's call him Mike, a software engineer who hits the gym after long hours at his desk job. Mike isn't flashy. He's not there to show off. His goal is simple: improve his health, gain confidence, and leave the sedentary lifestyle behind. One evening, while grinding through his squats, he noticed a woman struggling to complete her set. Polite and well-meaning, Mike offered a bit of encouragement, a quick "you've got this," and a nod. That small gesture of support, it backfired spectacularly. The woman accused him of inappropriate advances, turning his good intentions into something dark and sinister. Overnight, Mike went from a regular gym goer to a whispered about pariah. His reputation within that gym community was shredded, not because of what he did, but because of how it was misinterpreted. And here's the kicker: this isn't some isolated incident. It's a growing trend. Average men minding their own business are being accused of wandering gazes and impure intentions, while ironically, some of the accusers are dressed in skin-tight clothing designed to turn heads. But let's not talk about that, right? Accountability, anyone? The gym used to be a space where men measured progress in reps, sets, and sweat. Now it's a minefield where a single misread interaction can destroy reputations. How did we let it come to this?
Who is this weird guy? So creepy.
What's poppin'? Don't mind me just watching. Heard your verse, let me top it. Pick a flow, any flow, I mop it. Eyeball trying to make high profit.
I can't believe I got this on video.
Do you really think you can walk around the gym wearing that? What? Your top. Do you really think you can walk around the gym wearing that?
My top?
Your boots are hanging out. We're in a public place. Can you be respectful?
Are you kidding me?
No, we're in a public place. Do you not see everyone around you? No one has to be looking at your boots hanging out.
I'm fine, thank you.
Well, I don't think you are.
Okay, bye.
Whatever, put a shirt on next time.
Let's be blunt. The gym isn't what it used to be. For a lot of men, it's no longer the sanctuary of sweat, self-improvement, and growth. It's a minefield. A single glance, a misunderstood action, and boom, you're labeled for life. What was once a place to rebuild yourself mentally and physically has turned into a battleground where trust crumbles and confidence takes a hit. Let's talk about the mental toll. When a man goes to the gym, he's there to lift himself, literally and figuratively. Maybe he's bouncing back from a breakup, battling self-doubt, or chasing a better version of himself. But now, he's on edge. One misplaced glance at a mirror, something as innocent as checking his form, and suddenly, he's that guy. Judged, shamed, scrutinized. Forget the muscle gains. Now he's just trying not to lose his dignity. But the consequences go deeper. False accusations, whether whispered rumors or public call-outs, leave lasting scars. A single baseless claim of creepy behavior can wreck a man's personal life, shatter his reputation, and even spill over into his career. And here's the kicker. It doesn't matter if it's untrue. The stain sticks. Society doesn't wait for the facts anymore. It convicts first and asks questions later. It's no surprise then that more men are stepping back and saying enough is enough. Enter MGTOW, men going their own way. It's more than just a movement. It's a mindset. Men are opting out of environments where the risks outweigh the rewards. They're reclaiming their time, their peace, and their dignity by disengaging from societal pressures and expectations. Why? Because when a simple workout can turn into a character assassination, self-preservation becomes non-negotiable. In today's world, keeping your peace of mind, your wallet, and your reputation intact isn't just smart, it's survival. Let's be clear, the fallout from false accusations, especially in dating, relationships, or even the gym, has ripple effects that hit hard. We're talking damaged reputations, mental strain, and in worst-case scenarios, legal entanglements. For some men, the solution is a strategic retreat, men going their own way, a philosophy that champions self-preservation, personal growth, and opting out of spaces that present unnecessary risks. But that's only part of the story. When gyms become hostile territory, men don't just sit on the sidelines, they pivot. And the answer? Calisthenics. No drama, no false narratives, just bodyweight resistance training in its purest form. Push-ups, pull-ups, dips, simple, effective, and zero need for a gym membership or fancy machines. With calisthenics, the world becomes your gym. A park bench replaces the bench press. A pull-up bar at the playground does the job just fine. More than just a fitness shift, this rise of calisthenics is a quiet rebellion. It's a statement. Men are reclaiming their right to stay fit, strong, and healthy without tiptoeing around baseless accusations. The guy doing pull-ups at the park, he's not just building muscle, he's building freedom. He's exercising his right to work out without fear of someone distorting his intentions. Because let's face it, fitness should never come with strings attached, social pitfalls, or suspicion. At the end of the day, this movement isn't just about staying in shape, it's about staying free. Because men have boundaries, men have dignity, and men have the right to exercise in peace. Real talk. When men discuss these issues, it's not about seeking sympathy or playing the victim. Far from it. Most men crave nothing more than healthy relationships, personal growth, and a place to build both their bodies and confidence, the gym. But here's the catch. Modern culture has twisted this into something else entirely. For some women, the gym isn't about fitness anymore. It's a stage. A runway for attention where recording every squat and flaunting skin-tight outfits have become the norm. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with feeling confident, but when men so much as glance in their general direction, boom, cue the accusations. Suddenly, you're labeled a creep, a pervert, or worse, all because you dared to exist in the same room. It's absurd. Once upon a time, gyms were places where men and women alike came to push limits, share advice, and inspire one another. You'd swap tips on form, spot a fellow lifter, or simply enjoy a collective sense of self-improvement. But now, the gym feels less like a community and more like a minefield. One wrong look, or worse, an imagined one, and your reputation takes a hit. This culture of hyper-judgment leaves no room for genuine social interactions. Men are walking on eggshells, while women have free rein to act as provocateurs, recording content for clout and then flipping the narrative when it suits them. And let's not sugarcoat it. Calling someone out without evidence? That's not empowerment. It's recklessness. At the end of the day, men aren't asking for much. Just a fair space to train, grow, and engage with others without being demonized. Fitness is supposed to be about discipline, respect, and perseverance, not division and accusations. False accusations can derail lives, plain and simple. It's like being handed a red card for a game you weren't even playing. Picture this. You offer a quick, harmless gesture of encouragement to someone at the gym, and suddenly you're accused of crossing a line you never intended to approach. The damage? Your reputation, trust, and peace of mind, all shattered. Accusations without merit don't just hurt individuals, they erode the very foundation of healthy social interactions in shared spaces. Gyms used to be places of camaraderie, a sanctuary where people could lift, grow stronger, and even help each other without ulterior motives. But these days, it seems some women are far more invested in capturing male attention, whether it's through provocative outfits, endless recording sessions, or the curated drama that unfolds online. And yet, when things spiral, the narrative flips. The man who did nothing is villainized. The irony is almost laughable. Women dress and act to attract attention, but then weaponize that attention when it doesn't suit them. That's not community building. That's self-serving destruction. Let's face it, this dynamic has led many men to abandon gyms altogether. Why? Because it's no longer worth the risk. Modern women will rarely admit to playing a role in this tension, let alone acknowledge the ways they manipulate perception to fit a narrative. They won't tell you about the carefully chosen outfits or the motives behind their recordings. They'll just point fingers. But here's the takeaway. Stay strong. Build yourself up, physically, mentally, and emotionally. The gym, or wherever you choose to train, should be a space for your growth, not your downfall. Keep your focus sharp, your mindset unshakable, and as always, I wish you nothing but success.